My name's Steve Mobley. I'm the vocational agriculture teacher, FFA advisor at Knott County Central High School. I've got a great bunch of students. Very proud of them. I brought one with me here, Miss Eden Sloan. I'm going to kind of zip through these slides and show you basically what we did, and then let her talk to you a little bit about kind of what she thinks about the project and maybe some other things that we've done as well. I've got a couple more girls with me. They're down on the floor. We've got our exhibit down there, our koi tank, if you want to go by and take a look at some fish, maybe an example of kind of what we're producing. We had another young man that was supposed to be with us today, but he kind of got in trouble and got to stay home today. He's doing a little in-school detention today. All right, how do we move this thing? There we go. We are producing koi. We got two different grants. We kind of double dipped a little bit. We got an ARI grant and we got the STARS grant for entrepreneurship. So we got a couple $1,000s. We have produced fish before at Knott County Central High School. We had done tilapia. The problem with tilapia is that it's like raising steers kind of. You get a big chunk of meat at once. You harvest all these fish and you got a couple 100 pounds of fish that you've got to do something with almost immediately. So that's kind of a problem. We looked at the koi and thought we could do something with a little bit more longevity, that we could kind of spread this out and have a project that could go on for a few years. The two ARI goals of the program were to increase entrepreneurship and create a closed system that produces fertilizer for our greenhouse. We'd like to start collecting the waste from these fish and use it to fertilize plants in the greenhouse. That's kind of our system. We've actually got, that was given to us by Lewis County High School. They weren't using it. That's about a 1,000-gallon tank. We've got about 250 koi in that tank. That's a smaller one that we bought with the $1,000 grant. We've got a couple dozen in there. There's what the koi look like when we got them. They call them peanuts at that size. They're pretty small, maybe an inch long. Started with about 250 of those. As you can see, they've grown a little bit. We've got this tank up and running as well. We've actually got some tilapia in that tank now. Heineman, I guess Emelina Elementary School had some, we're doing tilapia, and they kind of got overcrowded and they needed a place to put some, so we've got those in there. Lots of kids involved. Every student in ag class has some involvement. Everybody, we teach everybody to do water quality tests. We teach everybody to feed fish, what to feed them, how to feed them, when to feed them, that kind of thing. Everybody's involved. Everybody's working in the greenhouse. Things you can teach, obviously, runs a gamut. Anything related to science, mathematics, even some English. My wife's an English teacher, so we have to write a little bit in there just to keep her happy. Our Action Research Grant, two questions we asked that the koi would improve, expand our entrepreneur interest at Knott County Central High School. I think that it has. We actually entered the team in the Lieutenant Governor's Entrepreneurship Challenge. This young lady and the other two with me, and hopefully our guy, if he gets out of detention for tomorrow, we're going to Union College in Barberville tomorrow and compete in that regional contest. We won the Regional Stars contest at Morehead State University. We've also been contacted by EntreEd. They're interested in doing giving us a $5,000 grant if we do some educational lesson plans that will involve every student in the school. There's my gang there. This is just a little display that we set up in the classroom to maybe help market our product at some point down the road. That's our koi right there. These are koi that were in PetSmart, and they're $10 a piece. So if we've got 250 of those at $10 a piece, we figure we've got $2,500 worth. Some of these, if you can grow them out bigger, they'll bring $50, $100, even several $100 if they're the right quality fish. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Our action research number 2, could we reduce the amount of commercial chemical fertilizer we're using in the greenhouse? Fertilizer is very expensive. We've had some small success. That's a small tank there that we got a grant to do that 3 years ago. And we are producing some vegetables out of there, but it's a pretty small scale. We got fish in the bottom right-hand side down here, and the water goes into the top and fertilizes the plants. But that's our entire greenhouse. So we got to go from that many plants to that many plants. So we got a ways to go. That's kind of a quick overview of what we've done. If you got any questions, we'd be glad to answer them. Miss Eden Sloan here is going to tell you a little bit about our STARS program and what we're doing there.
We feel like that in... Oh, okay.
Did I turn it up?
Well, I talk loud either way, so...
I don't...
Well, we feel like that in Eastern Kentucky, there's been a little bit of a stigma placed on entrepreneurship and economic growth and businesses and prosperity. And we don't think that we can change that, but we do think that we can be a spark to help grow our community, bridge a gap between our FFA chapter and our community members, and we're really proud of that. And tomorrow when we go compete for our Lieutenant Governor's competition, we're very excited to see how we'll do. And we also have an Instagram page, KCC Koi. We'd love for you all to follow us and see a little bit about our journey and the journey of this Koi and the journey of us working together. And we're just really happy to be working on this project. So thank you.